Libraries, I've had some success with people that I work with, people that my husband works with who belong to book clubs, things like that, and go in there, do a reading, talk about the book. Like I said, a lot of libraries, a lot of book clubs. Schools, I've been asked to, when my children were younger, go in and talk about the writing process, not about the book, but just to kind of promote the concept of writing and where that can take you and how exciting that can be.
If you don't market the book, you're not going to sell any. And the reason I'm here is because I think it'll make a really great movie, regardless of how few copies it is sold. And I'm competing against big houses like McGraw-Hill and so forth that, you know, their budgets are huge, and places like Barnes & Noble really don't like to take books from independent publishing houses. I've created a website called grandpadennis.com, and then there's the Forward Clarion Review and information about how to buy the book and excerpts from the book and a little bit about the making of the movie.
I did do some marketing Valentine's Day, the beginning, that week of Valentine's Day and the week after. I was on Channel 13 and I did a commercial for them, for the book, and also a talk show there. They have a TV talk show that I was on. So I had like a 10-minute slot there. And that week, because of that exposure, I had 1,056 hits to my website, and I sold 91 books.
I feel that, you know, marketing as you're writing, especially dealing with people you know, you get insight and you get things that help you get your blind spots taken care of as you're writing. I would imagine that if I wrote the book and was completely done and now I just started doing the marketing, I think there'll be a lot of anxiety there, because now I don't have the writing as a distraction. You know, now it's just the marketing and like, how do I get this out here, and what do I do? Whereas if I'm doing some sort of marketing or self-promotion as I'm writing it, it's like I've developed, at least got a little bit of a head start, so that by the time I finished it, at least I'm a little bit comfortable with it.
I think one of the biggest things should be word of mouth, and I think that can be done on this new Facebook thing or Twitter thing, and I think that is the marketing of the future.
Well, once again, I've been friends and friends of friends like that. The manager at Barnes & Noble in Chino Hills actually said she would be interested in me doing a book signing there. And you know, I've gone to these book signings though, where the author's there and nobody knows them, and they're just kind of sitting there reading a book, waiting for people to come up to them. And I'm not that thick-skinned where that's not going to bother me. And yet, there are dues to be paid. And I need to take more advantage of some of our universe's marketing ideas and plans to just get out there a little more. I mean, I was elated that it was on Amazon and Barnes & Noble and Borders. You know, I just thought, whoa, this is the big time. Well, no, it's not really. But to me, it meant a lot. Now, I need to get people to start looking for the book in those. Ultimately, though, while I still can, to get off the internet and try to get some shelf space in the bookstores before they go away.
One of the things that I've done some book signings. My nonprofit is for example, we do some fundraisers. It's for unwed teenage mothers.
Well, I try to introduce people to my book. You know, I tell them about it. I also have a website. I have a blog, some other things. I consider Pitchfest to be, you know, like there are going to be people all over the world. If I'm going to pitch this to, I don't know how many agents and producers and whatnot, they'll all know about my book before the day is over.
Well, you know, my local community on Kauai is very small. Actually, there's only a population of 50,000 people, and my local community church is only a few hundred people. I did talk to them. In fact, I actually composed the music and the words to what was supposed to be the screenplay, but now we sing it in church. So, you know, a lot of my church fellowship people are just involved with the story. They know My book has just been published, and the second one is coming out in October, the sequel to this first one, and I intend to have like a book signing right where it all started, at my church.
I have some publicity that I've gotten through Author House. I work at a radio station. I'm hoping that we can sneak in a little bit of publicity there. Also through my own website. And I'm also just hoping to do some kind of grassroots publicity as well. I'm a native Californian, native Santa Monican actually, so I plan to use some connections that I have within the city to try to publicize it.